Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. I am Pat from Pat's Path Predictor, and today we're taking another look at the severe weather outlook for this time for tomorrow. And as you can see, there's that slight risk right there. It has expanded greatly. It used to be confined just for slithers of Arkansas and Louisiana, as well as most of Mississippi and Alabama. And now it has expanded greatly through parts of eastern Arkansas, northeastern Louisiana, parts of northwestern Georgia, and pretty much through the majority of the state of Tennessee. So, yeah, we can say that there's also the marginal risk has expanded greatly to encompass the southeastern Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, pretty much the whole state of Louisiana, the rest of Mississippi, Alabama, parts of the most of Georgia, western South Carolina, parts of North Carolina right here, the rest of Tennessee, and now it bleeding into southern Kentucky and the Boot Heel, Missouri. So with that being said, we could see some severe weather tomorrow. There are favorable conditions in this area for supercell development, which is why I don't really understand why they haven't upgraded this to an enhanced risk yet instead of keeping it as slight. I mean, they did consider it, but they decided to expand the slight risk, which I can understand. They're being cautious because there's a lot of uncertainty with these things, but now the slight risk expands to Memphis, Nashville, Birmingham, Jackson, and Huntsville, as well as the marginal risk now going to New Orleans, Atlanta, Baton Rouge, Montgomery, and Shreveport. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis right here. First go to the summary. Severe thunderstorms are forecast for parts of the southeast into the Tennessee Valley. Damaging wind gusts, tornadoes, and large hail are possible during the afternoon into the evening. An initial shortwave trough currently within the Central Plains will shift northeastward. Another shortwave trough will now off the southern California. Wait, they updated this they actually just recently updated this, so yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Yeah, they haven't updated the risk or anything like that, but yeah, it's just. But yeah, anyway, let's continue this. It's off Southern California coast. Will quickly move through the southwest and into yeah. It'll move southwest. Sorry, it'll move through the southwest and into the southern plains Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. This this pattern will keep the moist low-level trajectories. Hope it usually updates its website every couple of minutes, so please bear with me. Uh, this pattern will keep moist low-level trajectories across the southeast into Wednesday ahead of an increasingly diffuse cold front that will likely be positioned across parts of East Texas into Arkansas. A deep, moist layer is already present on Tuesday morning's regional sounding from the southeast along the along with an elevated mixed layer and accompanying moderate to mid-level lapse rates. The primary feature of interest will be the mid-level shortwave trough that will move through parts of the southern central plains into the upper Midwest by late in this period. And basically, what this means in English is that there's a front that's moving through. Could potentially be pretty strong, and that's what's going to set up all these severe thunderstorms. So let's go ahead and continue. The amplitude of this shortwave has verified within model guidance in the past couple of days. Consequently, the strength of the surface low in the mid-Mississippi Valley has also varied. The current trend has been for a slightly weaker trough and a more diffuse surface low, so that's good. That right there is good, but right now is right now, and judging basically what else has been going on in December 2021, yeah, I'm just taking that with a grain of salt. In fact, with these kinds of severe weathers, we won't know how strong they might get until the morning before this happens. In fact, we probably won't know how strong these storms actually will get until they actually start happening. That's the basic problem with these right here. With that being said, let's continue. The mid south Some warm advection precipitation appears likely to be ongoing near the weak surface boundary, with additional precipitation possible near the mouth of the Mississippi River. While some of this activity will potentially limit destabilization, forecast soundings continue to indicate some cloud breaks are possible, particularly within parts of the central and northern Mississippi and Alabama. The Cape of 1,000 to 1,500 joules per kilogram could develop in these areas to receive greatest insulation. Now, 1,500 joules per kilogram, that's not that's kind of that's considered that's not considered very it's not considered very high. It's still high. It's more moderate than it is high, but yeah, anything over 2,000 joules per kilogram, you have to watch out for more of your more just more like the worst storms, like more supercell development, more tornadoes, anything really above 2,000 joules per kilogram. That's really where you should be on high alert. 1,000 to 1,500, you should be on alert for this, because this could mean potentially really bad severe weather right there. The primary uncertainty continues for the degree of forcing the warm sector thunderstorms. Mid-level high falls will be subtle and modest at best. Wind profiles would favor supercells should storms be able to develop. Damaging wind gusts and tornadoes would be possible. Large hail may also occur, but will be more conditional on supercell storm mode, given somewhat of a modest level of lapse rate. So, in English, if the conditions are just right, and they seem to be, wind profiles may favor supercells to develop right then and there. Again, this is like 24 hours out, so anything can change at this point. And given that this is December of 2021, and this month has already been so crazy, I would not be surprised to see a change for the worse. But again, I'm hoping it changes for the better. It did say in there that the current trend has been for a slightly weaker trough, which is good news. But at the same time, anything can happen. Further south further south near the Gulf Coast, capping it becomes more of a concern, with these areas being further removed from the subtle forcing. The slight risk has trended to the north. Still, wind from the thermodynamic profiles would support some. Okay, this has to update. Would support some severe risk should storms develop. Okay. Yeah, note the next 2 day outlook is scheduled by 700 Zulu, which that's I believe around 1 a.m. I believe 1 a.m. Yeah, that's about 1 a.m. Central Time. So this is the current time. So yeah, if you take a look at this is setting up for a pretty good severe weather outlook. The next update will be not until about 1 o'clock in the morning, which I really hope they update it then. There was some talk of potentially making this an enhanced risk, but based on the uncertainties, they decided to keep it at a slight risk. So I can understand the caution right there. Next thing I want to do is take a look at the 4 through 8 day outlook. So day 4, there's a possibility of some severe weather right there. And day 5, This is what I'm more concerned about. This is New Year's Day. So this 15% area encompasses. This would basically be the equivalent of a slight risk of thunderstorms. This is basically encompassing much of Arkansas, northern Louisiana, like parts of eastern Arkansas, northern Louisiana, most of Mississippi and Alabama, northwestern Georgia, parts of North Carolina, a little smidge of Virginia, the majority of Tennessee, and southern Kentucky. So this is an area of interest that I'm taking a look at, but at the same time, so I'll be keeping a close eye on it as the days grow forward. But with that being said, that's going to wrap up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's get back to this. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. And if you're in this slight risk, I would prepare for some potentially severe weather. Um, we won't know much. We won't know anything else until tomorrow morning, probably. So I'll update you when the next update comes out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like on the a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications for more videos like these. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, everybody.